So our 14 and under class, Mila. So basically, I just took the top times real quick and just compared the two. So Mila versus this. I'm not gonna say the names of the dogs, but it's a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. That the best time was 8.98, and Mila's best time was 8.71. The next one was a Danish Swedish farm dog, ran a 9.24. Well, Storm would have beat that with a 9.11.
Yep.
Thaddeus. Ooh, my bad.
It is what it is.
All American ran a 9.88, and Izzy would have beat that with a 9.2. You had a Brittany run a 7.69. Well, we saw Dime Piece run a 7.60. So Dime Piece would have won there. We had an Australian cattle dog run 7.78. Well, we had Pete run 7.67. We had another Brittany run 7.91, and we saw Rip run a 7.59. And we had correct me if I say this wrong, a Legato Romanagano or Legato Romanagalo. I don't know what that is. I didn't look
some
it up.
Some kind of Romeo dog is. What did that Romeo dog run?
8.10. Well, we saw Drama, the American Pit Bull
Drama
Terrier.
Smoked that. She ran a 7.7
with a 7.88.
Oh, I didn't realize John was running.
So they do 12 to 18. So that was just our 17 class.
Okay.
So we were actually at the disadvantage in that one right there. You know, they were in the 14.
Let's go class. BDRL dogs. Dogs of BDRL. We're going to get a competition together. It's going to be live and direct. The biggest dogs in the BDRL against the biggest dogs you got out there.
Well, we saw their Belgian Malinois. Fastest time was a 7.15. Recon ran a 7.02. So then we had another Belgian Malinois. Their second fastest time was that Belgian Malinois' fastest time was 7.32. Well, we saw Remington Reload run a 7.28 to beat that. They had an All-American running a 7.41. Well, we saw Nikki run a 7.38. Then we saw another Belgian Malinois run a 7.45. Well, we saw Sunny, a poodle, beat that with a 7.38. But I do want to say they run just more than classes and stuff like that. They also race like whippets and greyhounds, sight hounds in general. Well, right. I just want to put it out there that Recon would have finished third, even running with the sight hounds and whippets. Their fastest time was at 6.05 and then 6.96.